Hello, hello. Let's see. Mm. Mm. So instructor is a library that I built a while ago to do some tasks. And right now I'm trying to build something that I can use to do prompt engineering. And in this case, I'm trying to build a classification system. So task description. Mm, yeah, let's see. Let's see if my classifier is any better. type base model. And then let's think. Okay. And then set client. No, let's just do the client here. Understand. Let's just do that for now. Interesting. It's just content. Whoops. Okay. I don't know what are people saying. I see. So instructor from OpenAI. So let's do mini. So what are the actual classification labels? Requires time filter authorization. Interesting. I mean, that's pretty good. It basically said that it was irrelevant. So what about something that's like, when was the last time I asked you about dinner? Mm-hmm. No, so this one's gonna be make sure correct labels are in the what's that? So I don't like all this stuff. So I feel like really I should call like a I feel like I should have like a client model. Oh, but let's see. Something doesn't feel right about this because I feel like this information should not be, or this information should not be part of the thing. But maybe it is. But maybe the issue is from OpenAI, I should just be model equals. And then I do that. From OpenAI. Yeah. Okay. But I almost feel like it should also just be client predict. And then it's like query response model classifier. But really, I think it was like set client. Then I'll be import instructor. Client equals instructor OpenAI. You can set the client, make the prediction, and then predict doesn't need the client anymore because it would just be self.client. See, I can't do that. But I think the trick is if I just do client or async instructor, async instructor. No, that doesn't work. I don't know who asked that. Yeah, so the thing I'm using right now is called cursor, and then basically what this lets me do is it just lets me select the model. But I think I should have the model here really. And then I should have it here. The issue is I don't really like how the client is being set. So maybe the answer is I should attach the client and the model. I have the model as part of the prediction. Right, because then I can do this, and then async a predict. Except this time it's going to be async instructor. Messages equals messages. Response model equals response model. I don't know why this is an issue. Base model is not awaitable. Oh, right. Because it's not this anymore. It's just this. Yeah. Complete. And then I think this is fine. No one needs to do that anymore. I can just define the client, define the classifier, pass in a model. Exactly. And then if I don't want chain of thought, I can just delete it. All right. You know, with reasoning. I can do class prediction. So now if I don't want prediction with reasoning, I can do that. So I feel like that's pretty good. And then let's just include this in the result. Right, and then now you have some kind of like default system. That kind of works. Okay. So this is like example without reasoning. Perfect. And yeah, example with batch prediction with async IO. So then run and gather examples equals create distinct questions. And then now what we can do is we can just do use keywords. All right, and then let's see if this makes any sense. So run, gather, a predict. What? Never awaited. Fix this. Oh, I see. So now it's, client equals. It should be right. So why is it wrong? So a predict takes async instructor. I think this works. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, basically. Okay. I think this is basically all I want. I want to load a client, load in the YAML, and then just start making predictions. I don't know how I feel about this client being like left over here, but I think it's fine. It should just almost be like that. And then I feel good. make some questions that let's see what happens. Nice. All right. Yeah, I mean, fix this works incredibly well. I think that's basically all I want to do. I mean, I guess another thing I want to try is like run classifier dot UI run import classifier load. So if I just run this again, examples dot it's example. Okay. But one thing I want to do is I also want to pull in DB. They have a what? Docs. Getting started. Okay, so first make it and basically what I want to IDs metadata. So write all the examples from into this class into this database. ID should just be the index, but metadata should contain the label. Right, does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So if I do this, and if I do, when can I see this? Install Chrome DB. And then let's run it again. Right. So it's going to give me two IDs. It's going to give me the labels. One is authorization. One is, I don't know if that makes sense. URIs, data included, metadata distances. Then we write the results to be Actually, no, it's fine. So really, I want to now class rag classifier is based on the YAML classifier, and then dot fit. Let me think of this for a second. Yeah, it's gonna be like collection name, the string. This is where I create the client, right? So if I do that, what I'm doing is I just write all the examples into the database. And now no, what do I want to do? Now when I do my got it. So I have a to system message prompt, right? And so yeah, so maybe let's do something else. Let's maybe here and then like in examples, let's call like 5. And so now we can do in examples 5. The number of examples to use for each label, you know, and then oh, does that work? Sweet. So now, does that work? Why does that work? Label.name. I don't know why that works. Let's just print to system message. And then let's do one example. Yeah, okay, just one example. So cool, all right. So we're gonna fit something, we're gonna collect a name. All right, now we're gonna upsert everything. Basically, all we're gonna do is we're gonna do something where we also do get user message, user query, right? And then for the rag classifier, get user query is going to be the same thing. Now there's a rag component. So here we're going to have db. No. And then self.db equals chromodb self.db. And then none if call clause.fit first. So now we should do the same thing again, which is we should import Ginger 2. And Ginger 2. Import template. And then really it's going to be write a template that formats this to look like, here are some examples that are similar text and what the labels are. And it should just be example. Label is label, and then similarity or distance around. I don't know if this actually works. For doc metadata distance and yeah, fuck, maybe that works. Yeah, so I guess the other thing is like fetch and examples. Right. Return from the results. And let's see if this works. Yeah, so I can't do that. This is kind of like the trick we have to do then. I think I can do it if it's a private variable. There's no field DB. Yeah. Zip is undefined. All right. So the doc is the doc. So how come this does not work? So doc, the metadata has a label tag. Yeah. And then, fix this. Oh no, does anyone? I'll try to answer this question. The answer is something like Lance TV, for example, lets you do full text search and builds in the re-ranker, and that just makes it very convenient. ChromaDB does not have that, but it's, I think, just an easier system to set up. I currently just make this a dict, make this a dict. Oh, that's why. Fix this. Wait a minute. So fix this and so. What was a better format for? Uh, On line 37. Oh, turn into a dict. Or dict and zip. Why is this an issue? Oh, that's fine. Oh, it's actually fine. We don't need that. Wait, we didn't even. Oh, we need a print it. We don't need the example info anymore. And then we should make sure add white space. And then also dedent it. Then for this one, also we should make it more XML based. Make this more XML like in our classifier. So yeah, I'll go over an overview of what's happening. So I basically want to build something where I can provide a YAML file where there's a task and a description. And then, I mean, basically, and so I have this YAML file. It has labels, right? It has a name, a description, and examples that are positive and negative. And the idea is like I want to basically turn this into a description of a classifier. And so my first example, I load in this YAML file and I just produce a prompt. And by producing this prompt, I can basically get a lot of the benefits of generating anything like this. So for example, if I load this and I do this and I just, break or something, I don't know, break. No, it's not break, but if I run this, you can basically see that what I've done is I've just made a sophisticated prompt for the language model, right? This is the task. This is the description of the task. I should make it do more white space. More white space. And new ones. Right? And so by doing this, I effectively can, let's see what's going on here. Why is everything so unhappy with me? This is fine. What? Retry error. API connect error. Okay, what's going on? Oh, let's see. System message, user message. Okay, yeah, everything looks fine. Yeah, and so okay, so the idea is that I now have a system prompt that has all of these examples, right? And I mean, this just feels it's a little bit too much, honestly. But with this, we can build a classifier. And not only can we build a classifier, we have a classifier that has many examples. But the issue is, what if I have a lot of examples here, right? What if I have like 50 examples of positive and negative ones? and I only want to show a couple of them. And the rest, I want to do something like rag. So now what I do is I say, you know what? Not only do I want to produce a system message that is sort of a fixed set of queries, I want to also produce few shot examples. And so now you see here, let's see if I actually do it. Provide your classification based on the above information. Wait. Yeah. So now it says classify the following query, and this is document. Right. Then let's just call this like similar document. And what I do is I say, okay, you know what? Like, given this similar string, here's some other similar string. So now I have my hard-coded examples and then some dynamic examples. And then now I can do the same thing again. I can basically do this and then just say, you know what? Like classifier predict from Pydantic or base model. And then yeah, from whoops. Time card filter. What I'm doing here, let me. Okay, so what's happening is I keep fitting it every time, and so I should check if it exists. How should I do that actually? I guess I should also define load. Self.super. That's not what I'm talking about. The fuck was my load function? It's not complicated. Okay. So it should really be like instance, and that doesn't really. Let me think harder about this. Fit load. It should just be called this. All right, then I should just do that. Really, it should just be like I want to do something that's like, yeah, so maybe there's a fit once. And really it's going to be load db, example db. And let's call this list reasoning to this one. Yeah. I think that's basically all I wanted to do. I don't know how to. All right. Took an hour. I'm going to sign off and share some of this code and get some feedback. Peace.